listening to You Please here on WoW Radio with myself, Salted Biscuit.
And Bunkerface.
We are counting down the top 10 worst decisions that Blizzard has ever made in World of Warcraft.
And we're at number 5.
We are at number 5, yes indeed. Those of you wondering what You Please is all about, we're basically taking your emails today. I'm on holiday, so I don't have to prepare a proper show. In fact, you're lucky you're getting a show at all.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I'm being exceptionally generous.
You don't know what it took to get the show together.
Yeah, and the Murloc is benevolent, you must understand. Highly benevolent.
Benevolent?
Not really, no. I hate you all.
Exactly.
I absolutely despise you piddling peasants. Ah. Yeah, she's terrified. Number 5 on the list of the really terrible decisions. The really terrible decisions that were taken by Blizzard.
Overall content, I guess. Yeah.
You're nonplussed by that, aren't you? Let's be honest.
Number 5.
Number 5.
Screw attack number 5.
Number 5. Mambo number 5.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to spoil it. It's a 30% nerf.
To Mambo number 5. 30% nerf to Mambo number 5. Cut off a third of the song and it's still terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's really catchy and annoying.
Yeah. No, let's not do that.
Let's please no.
No.
30% nerf. Yes, this was the 30% off across the board nerf to all raid content towards the end of Burning Crusade.
Yes. Like a 30% nerf to Karazhan.
Yes. Why did we need a 30% nerf to Karazhan exactly?
Why did we need a 30% nerf to the other content?
Exactly.
Which was already nerfed at that time.
Yeah, and of course the argument was that, oh yes, it was we got to make it easier so that everyone could see the content before we move on.
Wasn't it something about the talent changes too? That the talent you would do less damage or something, and that's why they downed the health.
It was. I don't think so. Because they gave you the Wrath talents, didn't they?
Yes,
towards the end, which actually power creeped you all the way over here. You know, I mean, that increased the power of your character significantly. So the 30% nerf was totally unnecessary. I understand why they did it, but really, I'm sorry, the vast majority of the people that can't do Sunwell content are not going to be able to do Sunwell content if you nerf the boss by 30%. It's not going to make any difference.
There were still insta-kills.
Yeah.
I mean, those will kill you.
Straight away, yeah. They didn't nerf the damage they did or anything like that, they just nerfed the HP. I understand what they were trying to achieve, I just think they went about it completely the wrong way.
I would agree.
Yeah, and the problem is, they also balanced all of the content in Wrath as using that as a baseline, from what I could tell.
No, they didn't. Ulduar hard modes.
Yeah, Ulduar hard modes, fair enough, but Ulduar normals, I mean, come on, look at it.
Are quite easy, to be honest.
Most of them are.
I haven't finished it, though, so I have right to speak.
I have, so I've got a right to speak about the Ulduar normals at any rate. Number 4 on the list of really terrible decisions that they made.
The Nax rehash.
Oh my god! I've written Nax revamp on this list, but I think that's actually giving it a little bit too much credit.
Yeah, I said rehash for
Yes, exactly. Rehash, folks.
The 40 people version was just awesome.
It was. I did about 2/3 of it in level 60.
I got to half.
Yeah, I did a bit more of it after that. So, the stuff that I experienced at that point was fantastic. It was really hard, really challenging, very nicely put together. Great mechanics for the time.
First time getting in the instance doing Anubarak. That was, how's he called? I'm saying it correctly?
Anubra Khan,
yeah,
yes. Anubra Khan. Yeah, Anubarak wasn't the same guy. Anubra Khan was, I don't know, he's like second cousin twice removed or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, big family.
Bugs, yeah, whatever.
Hate bugs. The rehash was appalling. It took mechanics that were cool like 4 years ago and stuck them back in the game and expected them to still hold water.
Well, they were nerfed.
They were.
If they weren't nerfed, it would be cool, but
yeah,
now
we've got things like not dying from the Hygen dance. Not dying from screwing up on Thaddeus.
Yeah, I mean, wow. Things you should always do.
Yes.
Nice as an achievement, but
without a doubt. Taking out the insta-kill mechanic from Resuvius.
Oh yeah.
The unbalancing shell, I believe it was called. Yeah, taking that out of there, just making that a lot easier. And turning Resuvius into a joke is a direct result of that. Funnily enough, even then people couldn't hack it because people were like, mind control? What's that? I've been AoEing up to this point.
Yeah, what mind controlling 2 people and doing that all the time and actually having to try.
It's too hard. No, seriously.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, I mean, you could go through every encounter in there and just look at how
You could actually
abysmal it
say
is.
that Wrath launched with 2 one-man instances. I mean, not 25-man instances, I mean, with 1 boss.
Yeah, it was pretty appalling. I even look all the way up to Kel'Thuzad and Phase 1 in Kel'Thuzad, look at how much of a joke it is.
I
mean, Phase 3 was nerfed as well, to the point where a lot of the mechanics that would have insta-killed you before didn't. Phase 1 is just a dirge. Gothic as well. Another great example, an absolute dirge of a fight now. It's so dull. It's like 6 minutes of kill the easy-to-kill ads, then DPS Gothic, who does nothing to you anyway.
Yeah, and I think they've nerfed the instance after release, didn't
they? No, I don't think so.
A bit.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah. Maybe a little bit, but not that much. Yeah, that was appalling. We don't need that. So, number 3.
Okay, we're getting at the really bad things now.
Yeah, this is the really bad stuff. Yeah, the really bad stuff. Badge changes!
In the Burning Crusade.
Badge changes in the Burning Crusade.
Yes.
As the badge changes in the Burning Crusade started this entire thing.
Yes.
The badge changes in the Burning Crusade were a really bad idea, because initially, I've mentioned it 5,000 times, so
yes.
Keep a summary of it. Initially, the stuff in the Burning Crusade was pretty cool because it was designed to plug gaps or get very specific gear that you didn't really want dropping. Because if it was on the loot list and there were 25 people and it only applied to 1 person, then it sucked if it kept dropping. Like fire damage stuff and very specific things like that.
Yes.
That was good, that was fine, and filling in those little gaps that you couldn't otherwise get, that was fine as well. And then the badge changes in there.
But then
they decided to ruin it all by giving you tier 6 level epics for running Karazhan and Heroics.
Yes.
Which is dumb. And we said that it was dumb at the time. And at the end of the expansion...
They listened.
Yes.
And you did a whole show about that.
Yeah, I was very happy that they listened.
Yes.
The way that they tiered the badges, yeah, that was great. It was fantastic. So yeah, that was pretty terrible. Number 2 on the list of things that have been absolutely terrible and foul and awful in WoW.
Again, the Burning Crusade, the release date of the Burning Crusade.
Well, not just so much the release date, but the release state as well. Obviously released too early.
I said state.
No, you didn't. You said date.
I said state.
No, it's your silly moon language, your Murloc language again.
Sorry.
That was the lyrics of a popular Dutch song here on WoW Radio on Blue Please and WCRadio.com. He's in a huff now. He's not speaking to me. Sorry, what was that?
No, let's talk about content, please.
No, we will not talk about content.
We do content,
no, this is not a show for content.
Oh.
You
should go then.
You're playing the wrong game. If you want content and challenge and stuff, you're playing the wrong game.
DDO.
You should go play Free Realms. Free Realms, very challenging. You've got to bring tissues for people and stuff. Seriously, some of the quests in Free Realms are actually more interesting than WoW.
Go play Demon Soul.
Ah, yes. Hard as hell. Hard as hell.
Oh, well, talk about the release date.
The release date, see? That's what he said.
Shut up.
Say it, fine, say it in Dutch then.
No, it won't.
Why not?
Because no one will understand.
Just say it anyway.
I actually don't know how to say that.
What? How do you not know how to speak your own language, man?
I think in English when I talk English.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that. I think in Murloc when I speak Murloc, if that means anything. I think the way the Murloc would think when I talk like this.
Where's the opium?
I couldn't tell you. It's possibly in the pantry. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have the servants dealing with it. You know how it is. The staff these days can't be trusted. No, absolutely not.
I'm fired, so I'm not staff anymore.
Yeah, now you're fired for a 3rd time, you blithering imbecile.
World record.
Yeah. Yeah, the state in which TBC was released wasn't great. Specifically, we're talking about tier 5 level content.
Yes.
And to some limited extent, Gruul. Gruul was vastly overtuned at the start of the game.
I would agree. Yes.
Absurdly overtuned. So that wasn't properly balanced or tested. But the state of tier 5 content upon release was appalling.
And bugged.
Yes. Well, it was appalling because it was bugged. Yeah. 45-minute trash respawn. Yay!
That wasn't bugged.
No, it wasn't. That was actually a design decision, which makes you want to throw the dungeon team down a well.
That's why I said and bug. Yeah,
Yes,
okay,
it was bugged too.
exactly.
Half the fights didn't work properly. You know, it was like Blackwing Lair on release level bugged, probably even worse than that. TK wasn't much better, so I think that they perhaps imagined that folks would take a long time looking at the wonderful views and vistas and quest content.
Well, yes, but they didn't.
Yeah, they've learned nothing from the 2 years of endgame content that they had pre-TBC, apparently.
No, let's see. No, nothing.
Yeah. So, the worst thing is that they carried on this nonsense by not releasing anything beyond Naxxramas for 6 months with Wrath.
But Naxxramas wasn't bugged.
No, Naxxramas. I'm glad that an instance they designed 3.5 years ago wasn't bugged.
And patched after that.
That was very nice of them. I'm glad to hear that. They didn't have suddenly despawning Kel'Thazads and nonsense like that they used to have. Yeah, so well done for fixing a 3.5-year-old instance. That was very good of you.
Oh yeah, released is gepubliceerd.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, thanks, person.
Person?
Yeah, Blood Guzzler.
Blood Guzzler on Nazgrel, apparently.
Yes.
There you go. Yes, he's helping you with your language. He's teaching you Dutch, and yes.
Off show will be raised.
Yeah, my Dutch is far superior to yours, let's be honest.
Yes, try.
Yes.
Yes, I think the weather in Amsterdam is good tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. You can translate the rest of my speech. Like,
No, my mother doesn't do that.
well, I certainly hope not. I wasn't implying that she did. I'm just introducing it as a metaphorical and perhaps hypothetical situation.
You're horrible. You're really horrible.
Well, of course I'm horrible. That's what people expect of me. Oh no, I'm horrible. Maybe you should tell my demon friends how horrible I am. They'll be shocked.
So you're going from the Murloc to some demon dude back to TV?
Killzone Jaden, yes.
Killzone Jaden?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Incidentally, stop
God.
PMing me, asking me to sing Born to Spec Fire. It's not going to happen, so don't even think about it. Yeah. So, with TBC launched that way in terms of its raid content, and then with Wrath launched that way again, it was absolutely abysmal. Not realizing that the guys were going to plow through your questing content and get straight back into raiding, after then realizing that, hey, questing is going to be the best thing, you know, questing is not what we really care about, and raiding's the best thing ever, is dumb.
Yeah, how long did it take till Karazhan was cleared? Like a week?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Karazhan had already been cleared in beta.
Yeah, okay.
And it was the introductory instance. You'd expect it to have been cleared. Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as Wrath of the Lich King, though. 3 days?
72 hours after launch, Nax is cleared.
Yes.
Oh, Blizz.
Someone made it to 80 in like less than 20 hours, but he got banned at 79 or something.
That was. Are you talking about Athene?
Oh, I don't know.
Athene used some kind of crazy bug or whatever.
True.
Alright, before we go on to number 1, let's recap. Number 10 on the list of the things that Blizzard did, which we do not like very much.
The leveling tax.
Number 9, Wrathgate Quest. Number 8.
The Onyxia Reborn. Well, also a rehash, actually.
Reborn, that's one way of putting it. It's like, yes, the millions of player kills were merely a setback. Number 7, the old honor system.
Number 6, TOC.
Plywood instance. Number 5, 30% nerf to all bosses at the end of TBC.
And number 4, the Nax Return.
Return, revamp, rehash, failure.
It's not a revamp.
No, we're not going to call it that. Number 3, the badge changes in TBC.
And number 2, I've got to find it, the TBC's release state.
There you go,
Yes.
well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. And number 1 on the list of things, it's badge changes again. As in, when they retconned their retcon, guys. They realised their mistake and fixed it, and then broke it again. Twice!
I'm going to bet you, let's see, £15 are going to say the exact same thing at the end of Wrath of the Lich King.
Maybe. It's possible.
Okay.
Broke it multiple times. You know, you've got the Conquest changes that broke it, and then now you've got Triumph changes, and also getting Emblems of Frost for running Noth the Plaguebring.
You actually get Badges of Conquest for doing normal instances.
What? Seriously?
You get one every day for doing.
Oh yeah, quest. For the daily. Yeah. Oh. Well, it doesn't make a difference. They're both the same difficulty level anyway.
Wow.
They
Okay,
are.
yeah,
Come
you're right.
on.
It's a walkthrough.
Yeah, the heroics and normals. It's like they have more health, and that's about it. And that's only because they've been scaled up to 80.
That's true.
There's barely a difference. I remember when they first introduced heroics and they were wanting to say, hey, we're going to make it all different and crazy and all the mobs going to have different cool abilities and so are the bosses. So much for that idea.
Yes, like the badge changes.
Yeah.
Oh, the only instance where you actually notice it's hard heroic is Oculus,
Yes.
which is still horrible. So
Well, yeah,
notice.
Oculus is horrible, so we don't really care.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
be honest. Yeah, so that's our top 10 list of the worst decisions the Blizzard's ever made in Wrath of the Lich King. So sorry to the guy who wanted a happy segment.
You're not getting it.
Yes, it's not going to happen. You're listening to You Please here on WoW Radio. We're going to be back after the break with more of your emails and your content that you are giving us because we're very lazy today. And hey, I'm on holiday. Can't expect anything from me. Well-deserved holiday, I might add. I've got to play you some Equilibrium. That's a good thing.
Which is awesome.
Yes, it is. Verzelbert!
Verzelbert? I can't even say that.